Okay. Okay, we're recording. So Ted Williams here from Quest SXX Off-Road, side-by-side off-road. This is the third part. I'm going to redo the first two parts we did over the last week on stage areas. So this is Southern California primarily. We had covered earlier areas out by Lucerne Valley, and I'll do a separate video on those areas off the 15 freeway on Cajon Pass in 138. So with that said, we're going to talk about Coppercity Road. I'm in Apple Maps versus my Google Maps because it has so many different hearts on it. So if you go the 15 freeway and go up to L Street roughly and basically cross over here, this is a 15 freeway, and you're basically going to go over here. I'm sorry. But so the 15 freeway, get off at either L Street, and you can come down to First Street, I believe, First Avenue. You can come right over this old railroad bridge right here, and then you can go to Irwin Road, make a left, and then you can go about 6 or 7 miles. You can go through this mountain range. You're going to come over to a low area, and you're going to see a road called Coppercity Road. At Coppercity Road, you will make a left. And I think it's about 2 miles up roughly. But you'll see a couple little areas here. There's a little stage area right there. There's a coordinates if you want to look this up. Capture that, write them down, latitude, longitude, put a comma and a space, put those in Google Maps. It should take you right there. You go further up, and here's another large area right here. It's right, you'll see it right off the road. Latitude, longitude, right there. Then, but the main area we always stage at and camp at is up a little bit further, right in this area right here. You'll see it. There's a turnoff. There's a couple turnoffs right here, but this one right here is the ideal turnoff point. And this area right here is immediate. This is good for stage area right there. Some camping. But if you go down a little bit to this area, you'll see some fire pits right down there. There's your latitude, longitude. Pause the video if you'd like. And that's a good area. This is the current area, that GPS point right there is in a defilade. So with that said, right across the road, there's a couple turnoffs right here where you can take a trailer up and go right up into this area, or you can turn over here. But I'm trying to zoom in here for some reason. It won't go beyond that. So, but this whole area here is available. And then further up, you go up, I don't know, so like quarter mile or so, and you'll see an area right in here. And that area is right there, 35.0368. But this area is really amazing. Another stage area. This is kind of deep, sandy area there, but people do camp there. So keep in mind. But basically, from this area right there, once again, it's off. If you go right off of Irwin Road and go northeast on Coppercity Road, up about 2 miles or so, you will see this area right here. But from right there, you can go. Basically, the base is a little bit over here somewhere, but you can basically go around Black Mountain Wilderness, take trails up there, and basically go to Inscription Canyon, which is over here somewhere. Actually, right there, Inscription Canyon. For those of you who don't want to know what that is, that's Inscription Canyon. Longitude, latitude. But one of my favorite areas, because you don't have to drive up to 395, which you can kind of see in relationship. You got Rainbow Basin, but Coppercity is right over here. Right over here. I'm going to put a point there just to give you an idea. And then I'm going to leave that point there. But give you an idea of where Black Mountain Wilderness is right there. Then 395 is over here. You can see Randsburg up there. But this down here is where Coppercity Road's at. And you can access Black Mountain Wilderness. You can kind of go up to Cuddyback. You can hit Husker Memorial, Fish Pond, F-104 Memorial, the XB-70 Memorial. Cuddyback Lake Bed is really cool when you go through that. You can go up to Randsburg, get gas. In Johannesburg is right down here. Here's Randsburg right over here. And there's a little road trail that goes right down. That's the trail that goes down. But there's a road, asphalt road over here that takes you down. And you can take your razor down there, make a right over here, go down to Johannesburg to get gas right there at the Arco station. So that gives you an idea briefly of kind of where all this is at off of Coppercity Road. Now, we're going to go up 395 a little bit. Everybody, I think, knows about Cal City, which is when you go up 395 and you're at the 58, 395, 58 goes west towards Cal City. You can go to Jawbone, Dove Springs, up to 14 freeway. The 58, there's plenty of stage areas up to 58. Some of the more, I would say, light ones are Fremont, which is right there. This is called basically RM30. And you go about a mile or two, and you'll see a large area right here. You can put 40, 50 rigs right there. There's your coordinates for that one to add to the list. You go further down, there's another large area. Get to it here, 1 second. There you go, 2 different large areas right there. And there's the coordinates for the second area east of 395. And really nice. Now, if you want to go closer up to Cuddyback, Dry Lake Cuddyback, you go up here to Cuddyback. That's not Cuddyback, but let's get up here. Gone too far, I think. Let me just find the exit for Cuddyback. 1 second, been a while. Why is it not showing? Let me do Cuddyback Road. Okay, there we go. So you'll see a sign going up 395, basically, and it'll say Cuddyback. There's a sign for this turnoff right there. And then this area over here is just huge, just a huge area. You make a right on Cuddyback, and from right there, basically, what's cool about it, this is dry camping, obviously no restrooms, so it's all open right now. But you can go up to Randsburg from right there. You can go over here to El Paso Mountain area. That's Mesquite Canyon, but you can go over to, you can cross over these mountains and go up to Trona Road, and you can hit all of Spangler Hills. You can go out to Trona Pinnacles, which is about, it's over here somewhere. It's down here. Right in this area here is Trona Pinnacles. But, so, those two areas off 395, both Fremont Road and RM30. RM30 has that first area right here, but it also has another area right there. And then it has a further one a little further down, right here. This is down by the lake bed. So to give you an idea, lake bed's right there. And there's people who camp down there. You can take your stuff down there. This road going down is pretty approachable. I just wouldn't go down there during any kind of rain or other stuff. It's just nuts. So with that said, you got Copper City, you've got 2 areas off 395. You got Cal City, reminder that you do need a permit to ride in this Cal City area. This is an area that's well used. From Knuckles Up, John Stevens. Don't give out his personal information, but there's a lot of corners up here, basically, that you can see large areas. People do it all the time. They camp up there. You just drive around, pick a block, basically. There's the Bill area. You can get your permit there. So write that down, Borax Bill Park. I don't know what it costs, but it's a yearly permit if you're riding within the Cal City area. What's cool about Cal City, and I have not done it, but other people can weigh in on it, that's 20 Mule Team Road, very famous road that goes out through Death Valley when they're delivering borax and other things. But you can drive into Cal City and hit a pizza joint and everything else, which is nice. But it's also a very centralized spot that you can go up to Randsburg, obviously over here. And I'm just throwing in some geographical points. This area is pretty blocked right here. It's the Tortoise Protection Area, but you can come down a little west of there, go around the Hyundai racetrack over here, and come into Jawbone, Dove Springs area, up to 14, Red Rock, Canyon, and access all of that from, Cal City roughly, to give you an idea. So that's what's really cool. We're going to cover the 14 freeway in a different video, but for right now, this is enough. Cal City, Cuddyback, Fremont Road, multiple spots off Copper City Road, and off of multiple spots east on Cuddyback. Like I said, multiple spots in Cal City. And most of those areas of Cal City, if you don't want to pay the permit, as long as you go, I don't know, maybe a half mile west of 395, you're outside the overall perimeter. They won't bother you. And you can go up RM43 and stuff and other trails that you'll see up in here that are just amazing, fun trails to play around in. But with that said, I'm going to call this video, and then we're going to post it on the website. So website address is questsxxoffroad.com, and we'll be probably posting these under the resources stage areas. Take care, everybody.